Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Bayern Now, the ultimate Bayern Munich fan channel. This is going to be an interesting live stream here as I talk about the Champions League. I don't talk about other clubs here. I want to start talking about other clubs. Hold on. Before we're live, I actually want to make sure we're live. Are we live? Does it show it? Yes, it does. I'm sorry, I have to do this. So I just want to talk about what's important in this Bayern Munich. What's important here is that this is a Bayern Munich fan channel, but also a football fan channel. Obviously, I have the badge here, and it does say my name on the back. I don't mean to flex, but that's the gear I'm rocking with today. But I just want to talk about Liverpool because I did watch Liverpool versus Salzburg today, and I also ended up watching Barcelona versus. I wanted Dortmund to go through and Barcelona versus Inter. I was really surprised with the performance that Barcelona ended up putting through. I genuinely believe what this title says. Liverpool win the Champions League again. So I went into that Salzburg game happy as hell because it meant that if Liverpool lost, they were in the Europa League, and that would have been the funniest thing. I could have boasted about that. I was watching the game. I think Salzburg dominated that game in terms of just putting pressure on Liverpool. They dominated. They created a few good chances that they should have probably taken. They had a very, very, very good attack. Salzburg played some saucy football, man. It's crazy. So what ends up happening is that Liverpool get 2 goals in 1 minute. It was literally just, I closed my eyes and I came back and Salzburg were losing, and it just got me thinking, Liverpool are going to win the Champions League again. Liverpool are unstoppable. Name me a team in world football that can beat Liverpool, because I can't. I don't know a single team that can go toe to toe with Liverpool. The thing with Liverpool is, first of all, they play a very different. The same thing when Klopp was at Dortmund, right? Klopp himself, it's not Liverpool Football Club, it's not the players they have. They have some pretty average players in their midfield and their defense. It's not like everything is great, but they have importantly good players in important positions, and that's what's so dangerous. And what's so crazy about them is that their consistency is insane. They are not complacent. And another thing is they're well run. Liverpool barely get injuries because they take their transfers through the Moneyball system, which means that every player they buy, right? They go in depth of their injury history. That could put them off if they buy him or not. Liverpool didn't buy Fekir in the summer, which they were going to buy Fekir because he had an injury, a big injury to his knee. Maybe it worked out, but they stuck to their balls and to the guns and actually ended up, passing on a decent player because of the whole Moneyball system. Liverpool are so good at this. They are so good at buying players that no one's seeing. Like Shaqiri for a second. Shaqiri was a brilliant player playing at Stoke City. Why didn't anyone notice this? You think just Chelsea might buy him, but Liverpool. Van Dijk was a great player who actually was putting insane numbers at Southampton, and no one bought him, but Liverpool found him. Mane, Salah was at Roma, not really being seen. Alisson obviously more expensive and more obvious, but some of the signings, Robertson for 8 mil. Right now, Robertson's worth like 80 million. If Robertson's going anywhere, it's at least 80 million pounds because of how good he's become. But it's the system they play. Jurgen Klopp has this intricate. First of all, my criticism of Klopp has been his in-game management. Sometimes I feel like Klopp is too, he doesn't want to change things. He wants to see it finally work out at some point in the game. But what Liverpool has done this season is that if things not going their way, Klopp will change it so quickly. Klopp will literally take a player off in the 50th minute to try and get something different, and his substitutions almost always work. That's because the way he makes the right changes at the right time. And it looks like he has a very good team around him. Jurgen Klopp, for me, is the best manager right now in world football. Not the best German manager of all time. Jupp Heynckes takes that easily. Jupp won a billion trophies. You know, Jupp was beating Pep Guardiola 7-0 on arguably. It's not even comparable. You know, but Jurgen Klopp is getting there. You win one more Champions League, a Premier League, and a few more trophies, and Jurgen Klopp will be up there for German managers. But for now, he's not really even in my top 3. He's not. He's a great manager and all, but there's so many good managers in Germany that have done more than him, and it's just obvious. So for me, Liverpool are unstoppable. They play every team they play. There's no team that Liverpool would suffer against. Obviously, they'd suffer against a high-pressing team like their own. They can't play Napoli. Don't put Liverpool and Napoli in the same room. They can't play each other. They hate each other. Napoli have this incredible composure to play through Liverpool's press with accuracy and efficiency, and Liverpool just can't play them. It's crazy. Liverpool press. First of all, Liverpool are not really that counter-attacking team we knew them from a few seasons ago. I think Klopp has kind of done away with that. What they look for now is possession in the smaller games, but possession with their fullbacks, crossing it in, or picking. I don't even think it's crossing it in. Crossing it in is hoping he gets to someone. Liverpool just pass it to you in the box. That's what they do. They don't cross. They pass it to you in the box. So that's what's different with Liverpool this season. Right? Last season, I mean, the only way to negate them, first of all, make Trent AlexanderArnold and Andy Robertson useless. Manchester United did that perfectly. They put a back 3 against Liverpool. You have 2 fullbacks that are energetic, staying on their fullbacks. You have your midfielders working very effortlessly to win that midfield battle, and you have a defender that can also step into midfield and win that midfield battle. The midfield battle is very important. Liverpool are so good at winning that. They have very physical midfielders. All their midfielders are dynamic. Fabinho, Henderson, Wijnaldum, physical. He wants to be in the tackle. He also wants to touch the ball a lot, but at the same time, he's very energetic, right? Henderson, physical, wants to run all the time. Fabinho wants to tackle. It's a very physical midfield, and they're tall, they're physical, they're muscular. So you need a powerhouse. You need like 2 powerhouses, and you just don't play any attacking midfielders against Liverpool. The reason why Barcelona lost was because Barcelona don't have the midfield Liverpool have. They have Sergio Busquets. What is he gonna do, man? Barcelona had Arturo Vidal. It's just Rakitic. They're gonna get overrun by Liverpool's powerhouse midfield. So Liverpool's midfield is second. I mean, they're technically not the best, but in terms of working and work rate, I don't know a midfield that works harder than Liverpool's. I mean, sometimes I'm like, oh yeah, Liverpool are getting caught the counterattack, and then it comes out of nowhere, Henderson running halfway across the pitch just to recover a ball on the sidelines. I don't understand their logic sometimes. Sometimes I feel like they work too hard, but it's because Jurgen Klopp is such a good manager that he gets every player wanting to work. Firmino is so important in Liverpool. One of my favorite forwards, in my personal opinion. Firmino is that player that you don't think is doing anything, but he's probably doing everything. That's the honest truth, right? Because Salah and Mane try to run into the channels. What does Firmino do? Sorry for the sound, by the way. I will get that fixed soon. Firmino will look to drop in, so he pulls the center back out, which compresses the team, which then opens spaces for Mane and Salah to run into. Or the players stay in their position and Firmino is in a giant pocket of space. Firmino is such a key player for Liverpool. I think that Liverpool would be losing every game if they didn't have Firmino. People think Divock Origi is cool because he's a big game player, but at the same time, Firmino is just on a new level of importance to Liverpool. I think if you take Firmino out of Liverpool, they'd lose a lot of games, man, because Salah and Mane wouldn't really have the space they do, so they wouldn't score as many goals. right? There will be no organization in the box because Firmino kind of he picks out where he needs to be, and then the people around him, the wingers, also pick out where they should be based on Firmino's positioning. So without Firmino, Liverpool are clapped. I think if I had to pick a more important player for Liverpool, it wouldn't be Van Dijk. It wouldn't even be Mohamed Salah or Sadio Mane. It'd just be Firmino. You know, Alisson. Oh my God, Alisson Becker is so. Liverpool have a balanced squad, man. Great goalkeeper, one of the best in the world. Great, you know, Trent AlexanderArnold. I'm not gonna. This guy gets spun so easily. Kingsley Coman spun this guy when Bayern played Liverpool, right? It's because, see, I don't have a problem with Trent because he's so good at attacking, you kind of forget he's a terrible defender. But for me, a fullback should be able to defend first and then attack. But Trent, he's very, very, very good. And then on the other side, Andy Robertson, man. Robertson has this engine, bro. Did you know Robertson plays CDM for his country, or in center mid? That's crazy. Hold on, I have to check. Andy Robertson. Man. The crazy thing is that I actually know Liverpool's "You'll Never Walk Alone" song. I know their song because I really rate Liverpool's atmosphere. There was like this thing where Liverpool were trying to increase their stadium capacity, and I don't think they should, because you already have one of the best atmospheres. Robertson plays left midfield for his country, which is mad to me because you have one of the best left backs in the world, and you'd rather play him, or actually Bayern play Alaba as center back, and he's one of the best left backs in the world, going forward and coming backwards. So I can't really talk. At the same time, man, Robertson, great. Van Dijk. You know, Van Dijk pisses me off, bro. There was this one moment, Bayern versus Liverpool. Lewandowski was getting on the end of a cross, and Van Dijk he was just there. Him being there just pissed me off. The fact that he's Van Dijk, man. But I love Van Dijk. He's one of my favorite players. But I also hate him because if Bayern went, I hate Van Dijk, man. He's just so big and fast. How are you big and fast at the same time? And then you would think because he's so tall, he wouldn't need to jump. He's good in the air too, and he scores goals. He scored 1 goal and 1 assist against us at the Allianz Arena. That's the definition of a big game player. He scored more goals against Bayern than Romelu Lukaku than Messi in the last 2 years. That's crazy. Van Dijk, man, crazy. And then Liverpool have a very good forward in. Obviously, I already talked about Firmino. They have Mane and Salah. I think Mane is more important than Salah, to be honest. Salah misses 3 chances, but at the same time, he scores 2. So, he'll miss 4 chances and score 1. People will be like, wow, Mane. The Egyptian, fanboys for Liverpool that just became fans because Salah is Egyptian. Yeah, so that's it for the stream. Thank you so much for tuning in, even though no one's watching. I don't care. You'll never walk alone. Walk on with hope in your heart, and you'll never walk alone. There's something that the club wants you to know. Divock Origi is better than Messi. Si, senor. Divock is better than Messi.